Hi Janet, my name is Tracy Williams. Today I'm going to be talking about education and prevention on heart attacks. About 3,000 people die every day due to a heart attack, which for some people that's more than triple the size of their hometown, which is a huge number of people dying for something that we can prevent. The reason why this topic interests me so much is because my dad passed away about 5 years ago due to a heart attack that we could have easily prevented had we known about the signs and symptoms and what to look out for. I have a picture of what he looked like about a few months before he died. He's the one in the blue shirt kind of standing up. As you can see, his face is really red and just swollen, and everything about him was swollen. That's because he was actually experiencing heart disease, in which we didn't know that. He drank too, so we just kind of thought it was from the alcohol, which it wasn't. So I really want to stress to people the importance of knowing what to look for and what to pay attention to in somebody that you care about. The sources that I've used for my presentation, a lot of them came from my basic medical emergency class that I took at Delta this past semester. My instructor's name was Aletha Freeburn. A lot of her notes were really helpful for me with this specific topic. Another one that I use is the American Heart Association's website, also their handbook, and the CPR handbook as well helped me. And I also use a few online sources such as WebMD and Medicine Plus. A lot of people don't know exactly what a heart attack is. So the technical term for a heart attack is acute myocardial infarction. And when you break that down, acute means short and severe, myo means muscle, cardial means referring to the heart, and infarction means the death of a tissue due to lack of blood supply. So when you put all that together, it basically means a heart attack. They can range from mild to fatal, and about 15 to 20% of them are actually silent, meaning they have no symptoms and the person has no idea what just happened. They might just feel a little pressure in their chest. They won't know until later down the road when they might actually experience heart failure or cardiac arrest. And heart failure doesn't mean that the heart actually stops working. That term is called cardiac arrest. Heart failure is when the blood can't get to the heart properly or the heart can't pump the blood properly. Some early warning signs to pay attention to is the person's behavior. They're going to be kind of irritable, feeling depressed. They might actually even have a feeling of doom, like something's going to happen, or feel like they're going to die. Personality changes and the actual clutching of the chest. So if you see somebody and they keep going like this when they're talking or walking, something like that, that usually means something's not right up here with their heart. The circulatory signs to watch out for: their pulse is going to be increased and their blood pressure is going to be low. The pain, like I said, 15 to 20% are painless, so they're not going to have those classic my chest hurt symptoms. They're not going to feel anything like that. The discomfort that they experience is going to occur even when they're resting, so when they're sitting down, they're still going to have that feeling. Some people may mistake it for overexerting themselves, but they will still feel that when they're resting. The pain is going to last 30 minutes or more, and it's going to originate under the sternum, and you'll actually be able to feel it in the neck and the jaw, and it can actually radiate through the arms. A lot of people kind of associate with heart disease coming from the arms. That's a really common place to feel the discomfort. Women actually feel their pain in different places, which I really want to stress because a lot of women don't know that. Women will actually feel it in their lower back and in between their shoulders. So if you're a woman and you feel something like that, immediately be on the lookout for signs and symptoms of heart disease. Coronary artery disease and congestive heart failure are two of the most common types of disease. Angina pectoris, that is something that can be the end factor of congestive heart failure. So coronary artery disease is when the arteries become hardened and narrow. The arteries are blocked with plaque, and that comes from obesity, smoking, fast foods, high sugar. This is a picture of what arteries actually look like going through the heart, and these are the arteries going through the heart. This is a completely unblocked artery. This is at a 90% blocked artery full of plaque. So as time goes by, they actually fill up with plaque. Congestive heart failure that is when the heart isn't pumping properly. So something's not right with the pumping of the heart. Classic symptoms for that one are going to be sodium and water retention, and you can actually do a test for it if you take your hand and you pinch the top of it like this and bring it up to a tent. When you let go, if it's still tented, that means you're retaining water and sodium, and you should really get checked out for that. Fluid in the lungs is a big one, and enlarged swollen neck veins, so the veins right here in your neck are going to be pretty big and noticeable. That can also mean that you're experiencing some kind of heart disease or heart failure. Angina pectoris is most commonly mistaken for a heart attack. It's inadequate blood supply to the heart. And this one's different from a heart attack because this one is actually from overexertion, like doing yard work, working out. This one's not going to last as long. It's going to last about 3 to 5 minutes, and this is relieved from rest. So if you rest, it's going to take care of that. And this one's more of a tightness in the chest, and it's going to feel like you have an elephant sitting on your chest, something like that. You're going to feel like something's pushing on your chest. And the blood pressure is not usually affected by this one, so it's not going to affect or lower or higher your blood pressure. Prevention methods, there's controllable and uncontrollable. The controllable ones are going to be eating healthy, limiting your fast food, and limiting foods high in sugar. One, especially alcohol, has tons of sugar in it. A lot of people don't know that, and that can also contribute to that as well. Exercise, and that doesn't mean that you need to go to the gym every day for an hour. Even as much as parking your car far away from the store, you're still getting extra exercise in. Just stay moving, keep your heart pumping like it should. Don't take diet pills. That is a huge one, because these diet pills, like these ones right here, they're called Hydroxycut. They are packed with caffeine. These are terrible. Then they not only are they like a marketing scam because they don't even work, but they are terrible for your heart. And if you have ever taken them, which unfortunately I have tried them, if you take the amount that they suggest, they actually make your heart feel like it's going to pump out of your chest. And I took 2 of them, and I knew right then that those are not good for you. So don't take diet pills, and that will greatly reduce your risk of a heart attack. Be aware of early warning signs. The indigestion, like that can be commonly mistaken for the heartburn, and it's usually not heartburn. So the breathlessness, being out of breath all the time, you're going to have pain in your arms, neck, and jaw. Those are going to be signs that you want to watch out for. Being CPR certified does help too, and you can become CPR certified through a lot of different classes. Delta College actually offers one as well, so it's pretty easy to find. Uncontrollable factors are going to be your hereditary ones. Does it run in your family? You're going to be automatically susceptible to getting heart disease. Sex, being male or female, your age, and your race. Basically, each type of heart disease is equally as dangerous, and you want to be just as aware about all of them as you possibly can. If we were all educated, we would be able to prevent someone from going into cardiac arrest. We can reduce the big number of 3,000 deaths per year, I think, in half if we can all become educated and be more aware. It may be too late for some people, but we shouldn't give heart disease another person that we care about. We should be able to prevent it and educate everybody on the signs and symptoms, and I just hope that everybody takes the information that I came up with and passes it along to their family, friends, so everybody knows. We all have the potential to become lifesavers, so thank you for your time, and I hope you enjoyed.